seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
The biggest growth area in collecting right now in 2012 is absolutely space and space artifacts.
Our November 2012 sales got some amazing things in it. Things that went to the moon and came back. For many of us who grew up during the space program, who love to collect, this is the greatest things you can collect.
When we're talking about space and collecting space, what's so interesting about it is that this was mankind reaching out into the universe. It's only 12 people out of 105 billion people who have ever walked this earth have walked on another planet.
Every once in a while here, we've had auctions and sales for 32 years, and every once in a while we get something in-house that just makes the staff stop and go,
I just think personally it's incredibly neat, something that was worn on the astronaut's glove while working on the moon.
It's the checklist that allowed astronaut Dave Scott to perform his mission.
It's soiled with lunar dust. It was something that was 200,000 miles away on the surface of the moon, a very important part, and it's one of those things that you just look at and say, wow.
You can touch it, you can understand what these guys were dealing with when they were walking on the lunar surface, and the maps and the charts and the tools that they used to work on the surface and explore the moon.
We have a flown Apollo 11 presentation flag, which by itself is extremely valuable. But this one, the presentation is signed by all three astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. What makes it even more remarkable is it's uninscribed. And we expect this one to go for a very high price. Of all the 12 moonwalkers, I think Armstrong resonates the most with us because he was the first. What you never see is Neil Armstrong's first step onto the moon, autographed by Neil Armstrong, uninscribed with the mission on it. The one small step, here it is, autographed by Neil Armstrong. Collecting Robbins medals has been going on since the astronauts first started to bring them into space. These medals are really collectible because they cross genres. Not only are they flown official artifacts that were brought into space by the astronauts, but coin collectors also collect them, so they're extremely valuable. And the rarest of them all is the Apollo 17 medal. And we have one that comes from the collection of astronaut Dave Scott.
That's pretty cool in its own right, because their material is coming directly to you from the astronaut with the proper documentation and provenance. It doesn't get any better than that.
In the space auction, authenticity is incredibly important.
We want to make sure that everything we sell is 100% authentic, and that our clients know that we've done the due diligence to make sure that not only do we believe it's authentic, but our board of authenticators believes it's authentic. And that way we can stand behind it forever, money back guarantee.
Our auction, they've grown as a force in the last few years to really put together a first-class space auction that some auction houses have been trying for decades to do.